So here's the thing. You mentioned that all the time that some of the plants have gone to seed. How do you store your seeds?
Um, the kale seed, I just pick them. When they're just you don't wait until they're too far gone. Hi, honey.
I'm going to Seattle, honey.
Okay. You see, if you wait too long, they'll open up and fall out. So I wait just until they're just starting to get dry. Then I bring them in. And I put them like a big, black um, trash bag where they're very open, plenty of air, and I just hang them in my shed. Other seeds I'll actually put in the shed and just lay on the floor or whatever, just let air dry. So I don't make a big deal about storing seed. And I just use the example about God. You know how God stores seed? They
Drop
fall
it
on the
ground.
ground. They stay there all winter with the rain, the snow, the ice, major challenges, and in spring they all come up. And so I think that the storage of seeds isn't that big of a deal. Just use common sense and whatever's available to do, and in most cases, just let them fall on the ground. They'll come up on their own. So it's really simple.
I remember the last time I was here, you mentioned that for a lot of your crops, you just plant in the exact same spot every single year, and you don't rotate through, tomatoes here and potatoes here, and next year you swap them around. And people tell me all the time that's bad for your ground, for your soil, or for whatever.
Well,
Obviously, it's not, but can you tell
you
me
can.
why it's not?
Again, God in nature. You ever see God rotate crops?
No.
Plants go to seed in the same place year after year, decade after decade, century after century, no issue. And I come back to the place, all the issues we have are man-made. They're not in nature. All of them. And this is what you got to connect to. So if you're having problems, it's because you're not doing things right. If you get back to the natural order, they'll correct. And this is what I so love, because this makes it so convenient. Like I find a convenient place. This is so convenient planting it under my cherry tree. It protects that, and I'll do it the rest of my life because it works. So to have the convenience of being able to do something in the same place all the time is just pleasant, you know. And so why not enjoy convenience? I mean, it's just his yoke is easy, his burden is light. That's all about convenience, So why make it hard for us?
I liked what you said last year about, or not last year, when we were
March.
here last time about your strawberries, is you leave them right there in that section, and you just when you picked them all, you cover them completely over with
Spare him,
wood
yeah.
chips, and the strong ones come back through
Yeah,
next
you should
year.
go take a picture. They're
Very.
beautiful out
Oh,
there.
we're definitely going over there. I believe
Because
that.
they're gorgeous, Just I don't do anything. Just cover them,
Going back towards like pests and stuff. What about like fungal infections, blight, leaf spots? Have you ever had any issues with that?
When I came here, my plants were weak. I did, and I just use your body as an example. When you're in good health, when you take care of yourself, you're properly hydrated, you're eating well, you don't get sick because your immune system works well. Sickness in your body or in my plants is an indicator that things are not well. And so it's not a bad thing. It's a warning. Like, a headache is good for us. It's waking you up. But you can't live like this. You've got tension and stress you got to correct. And sickness is the same way. It's telling you that you've got to change how you're living because eventually you'll die if you continue this. So this is a wake-up call. Please correct the problem. The sickness goes away. Same in plants. All those issues are because the plant's weak. And when the plant comes into good health, I don't have any of them now because my plants are all in good health. When I first came here and they weren't, I had those issues, and so I'm being able to see the contrast, and I can tell from experience this is the reality. Optimum health, optimum environment for growing conditions, you won't have issues. They don't happen because it's just not how nature is.
So if somebody say it was their first year, first season doing this method, and some of the crops were having issues like that, that's good. Just keep
Yeah,
doing,
just
keep
keep doing
plugging
it
along,
and just
because
keep
the
covering
next
it.
year it'll be less,
It'll
the
get
next
better.
year it'll be less, and it'll only get better from
Yeah.
there. That's the worst it's going to be.
Yeah.
Okay, I like
Because see,
that.
this is in a constant state of upgrade. I'll just give you an example. My neighbor came here last spring. He says the slugs ate all my lettuce. Do you have any? And he came out to my garden with his lettuce, just beautiful. And he's looking at my grass. The slugs are right there. He says, "How come the slugs aren't eating vegetables? They ate mine." Well, do the math. Obviously, mine are healthy and well, and they're just not motivated to. And I always use the example. You see the little bug bites I have there.
Yep.
When the bug bites into my produce because it's so full of water, they drown. Bugs are eating stress dehydrated plants because they want cellulose and fiber. They can't get out of here. There's too much water. So it's just, again, it's just the design in nature is just so perfect.